Hello everybody, thank you for joining us today on this video discussing Robex scheduler and some of its functionalities. Robex is a tool that helps us with our scheduling planning. It helps us avoid future bottlenecks or overtime and such problems, elephants that we have with production. It's integratable with many ERP systems, if not all of them. It's actually integratable with all ERP systems, and it's good for discrete manufacturing, process manufacturing, and product manufacturing. And today in this video we're gonna look at its export and import function. So in the previous video we created resources and we created operations, and we looked at these graphs at the bottom that talk about give us inventory indicators. So these ones in red mean that we have shortages, and the ones in green are good to go. We can look at the operations in a different light, for example from project view. Sorry, these are the colors here, project. So we separated them by product type into projects. Each color is a different product. And what we want to look into today is exporting and importing Excel files. And so we're going to see how most of these parameters can be set up in Excel. So I'm back here with the simple case that we created in the previous video. And we have buttons here that we can activate. If you want to activate them, you can look into the documentation on how to import export routes. So these are routes here, and we're gonna export this so that we have the Excel file. We can also do this by downloading the default file from the documentation. So I'm just gonna save this as route export. It's gonna do the same thing for the bill of materials, so we're gonna save it as bill of material export. And we're going to look at these files here that we just created. They're being saved here, so let's open the route file. Sorry, let me find the file for that. So these are Excel files, so we're going to open it with Excel. So this is the route file. And this is the BOM file. So we can see here in the route file that this is the one route we created for the milk production route, and these are the resources that go into the route, and each of the operations related to the resource excuse me, and the sequential order of them. So we have resource operation packaging has to happen after operation pasteurizing, and we can also see other variables here like the capacity, production rate, and other variables that we can add and subtract from. So these are the routes. We can add routes here. I'll show you what we're gonna do now. We're gonna look into, let's say we have other route variables. So this is a route export from a more complicated case, and we're gonna try to import it. So let's say someone entered for us all these routes with all the resources and all the operations here. And this is routes for 4 products: apple juice, milk B, and milk M, and orange juice. So I'm just gonna copy them all here and paste them in the export that we just created. We're gonna save it. We're gonna do the same thing for the BOM. This is the BOM that we just exported. We're gonna update it. Excuse me. So we're gonna import the routes that we have created in another file. This is again, we have here in the bill of material document the route name, the material name, and we have here the details. Sorry, we have the details of the bill of material for each final product. This is the packed apple juice, packed bee milk. And if we scroll here, we're gonna see all the component material name, and we can see things as well here, such as the operation that it goes into, the order of it. We have other variables as well that might be important for planning. So what we're gonna do is gonna copy them here. These are the ones that we have created from another case, and we're gonna paste them in the exported BOM file, and then we're gonna import it here. So now we're gonna import the updates that we did in the template. Let's just locate it here. And they were export BOM. This is the route import. So we have to choose the route X, this one that we just updated, and we'll choose BOM export, and we already see all the routes, all the resources are being created. And now we're gonna look into the materials. We'll find them all updated here, and all the materials are here for the different products. Here we have product D, product B, product A, product C, and we have raw materials, semi-finished products, and we have final finished products. And usually if we start from scratch, we have to enter the calendars, but since we already started with some data, then everything worked out fine for us. We can create different orders. Let's see that. Let's say we create 1,000 of milk, or let's say apple juice. We can say okay and make it as planned. It's gonna start here the production for us. This is the production of apple juice. It takes one process after the other. Sorry, this is the process here, mixing. So this is mixing, and then juice additive, and then packaging, and these are the operators in the middle that supervise the operation. And this is basically how we can import and export the Excel files and get our resources and materials created, as well as the production routes. And this is an easy way to integrate and use Robex. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video where we showcase the shop floor options option and functionality of Robex.